Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassie, and today we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look into the pose Downward Facing Dog. Downward Facing Dog is one of our foundational poses within the yoga practice, and it's also used for many transitions. In some yoga classes, you will see the pose Downward Facing Dog repeated numerous times, for example in your power flow, your slow flow, your vinyasa classes. So it's really important that we have a good understanding of how the pose works, how it works within our own body, and so that we can practice it safely. So let's jump on our mat. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look into the pose Downward Facing Dog. We're going to start from an all fours position, okay, with our hands shoulder distance apart, knees and feet hip distance apart. From your all fours position, you're going to take the hands one hand span forward, and then traditionally Downward Facing Dog is practiced with the middle finger facing forward. However, I like to teach it and also practice it in my own body with the index finger facing forward. So totally up to you what you prefer, either middle finger facing forward or index finger facing forward. Once you've found what position works best for you, then I want you to grip the mat with the fingertips and press down through the knuckles of the pad of the hand. Okay, so you're gripping with the fingertips and pressing down through the knuckles of the pad of the hand. And then I want you to draw, without moving your hands at all, I want you to draw your thumb and your little finger towards each other, and your thumb and your index finger towards each other. And then I want you to imagine that you're opening a jam jar. Okay, so again, you're not going to move the hands at all, but you want to imagine that you're opening a jam jar. Okay, this helps us to get a slight external rotation of the upper arm and to also help us engage the muscles under the arm and our shoulder girdle. Okay, so we'll just go over that again. Middle finger facing forward or index finger facing forward. Hands are shoulder distance apart or maybe a little bit wider. Grip with the fingertips, press down through the knuckles of the pad of the hand. Draw the thumb and little finger towards each other without moving them. The thumb and index finger towards each other without moving them. And then opening that jam jar. Already, just through playing with the hands, we've started to get some work happening in the arms. Okay, so I want you to firm the elbows in towards each other. So we're not winging out here, we're firming the elbows in towards each other. Slight external rotation of the upper arm. So all you need to think about if you're not into anatomy at all is opening the jam jar, or think about turning your armpits to look towards each other. And then from here, I'm just going to come up into Downward Facing Dog so that you can see my upper back, my shoulders. Okay, so as I come up, I don't want to be collapsing through the shoulders, elbows winging out, hands not engaged properly. So as we do those cues that I've just been over, by gripping with the fingers, pressing down through the knuckles, drawing the thumb and little finger towards each other, the thumb and index finger towards each other, firming the elbows in, opening the jam jar, turning my armpits towards each other, I start to create space through my shoulders and through my upper back. Okay, so we've covered the hands, the arms, the shoulders. Now let's take a look at the torso and the spine. So I'm just going to turn on the side so you guys can see. So find that hand position again. My knees and my feet are hip distance apart. I'm going to tuck my toes under here and then send my booty up towards the sky. Okay, and I want you to think sassy butt here. Okay, so really sticking your booty up there. And then from here, creating length through the spine. So push the floor away with the hands, stick the booty up in the air, create length to the spine. Gently draw the chest towards the thighs, but without dumping through the shoulders and dumping through the rib cage. Okay, so we just think subtly, drawing the chest towards the thighs, and then draw the navel towards the spine and up towards the heart. Knit the lower ribs in towards each other and lift through the pelvic floor. Okay, so It's a gentle drawing the back of the chest towards the thighs without dumping through the shoulders and without flaring through the ribs. So as you gently draw the chest back, you knit the lower ribs in, you pull the navel in and up, and you lift through the pelvic floor, okay? And then from here, let's take a look at the legs. So there's a bit of misconception in the yoga world, well, not so much the yoga world, just what people think about it, the downward facing dog, is that the heels should touch the floor. It doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor today, tomorrow, never touch the floor, not a big deal. Okay, what's important is that we want to lengthen through the backs of the legs. We want to send energy down towards the heels. Okay, so let's take a look at the legs now. So as we come up, we've got that hand engagement, the arm engagement, the shoulder engagement, sassy butt, long torso, starting with the knees bent. We want to zip up through the inner thigh. So think inner thigh muscles pulling up into the pelvic floor, and then gently engaging the glutes. It is important to engage the glutes here. Then we're just going to start to gently lengthen through the backs of the legs by drawing energy down towards the heels of the feet without losing everything else we've created in the pose. So as you do this, you don't want to start to wing out through the shoulders, wing out through the elbows, dump through the shoulders, take the weight forward, lose this length of the spine. Okay, so you want to keep everything else you've created and then just gently work the heels towards the floor. Okay, if they reach there, they do. If they don't, no big deal. Okay, and then your eye gaze here is between your feet, between your knees, or towards your navel. Totally up to you. I hope that's helped. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, jump on your mat, have a practice, and let me know how you go. And if it feels difficult, the pose is difficult, so don't worry. Keep practicing. Thanks, guys.